Hello everyone, this is part 6 of my Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's Minecraft Pixel Art tutorial. So we're going to start off by using the nether brick, and we're going to move down here, and I want you to find the 9 black walls going across. So find these 9 black walls here, shouldn't be too hard to find. And we're going to start on top of the right block, so starting from there with the nether brick. You're going to place 5 blocks going across, but it's actually going to be 2 sets of 5, so you're going to be placing them twice. So 2 sets of 5s going across on the upper level to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 2. That's 2 sets of 5s. Now place 3 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to place a linked 2 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. A linked. So that's 1, 2. Now we're going to move underneath the left block of the 3 blocks going across. So starting from there, you're going to place 3 blocks going diagonal down to the right. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And now fill in this empty space here with the nether brick. So do that now. Now you're going to switch over to the red wall, and we're going to move back to these linked 2 blocks. It's actually not the red wall. We're going to switch to the nether brick. So switching to the nether brick, starting on the right side of the 2 nether bricks, or nether racks. The names are confusing. Not really, it's just I haven't done a tutorial in a while. So switching to the nether rack, starting on the right side of the nether brick. So from there, you're going to place 2 blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Now place 5 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place 7 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was supposed to be 7. So it looks like this. Now you're going to switch over to the pink stained clay, and with the pink stained clay starting on top of this black wall, what you're going to do is hug the outline of the black wall going all the way up until you reach this one black wall here. That's part of the 2 blocks going across, so you're going to stop there. So you're going to hug the outline with the pink stained clay. So starting from there, all we're doing is just hugging the outline to save me some time on actually instructing you. Again, it should not be difficult at all to understand this part. All you did is just hug the outline with the same amount of numbers that were already placed with the black wall. So now that we have that, we're going to switch back over to the nether rack. Now with the nether rack, let's move back to the 2 nether bricks going across. And this time we're going to start on the left side of it. So starting from there, you're going to place 7 blocks going across to the right. No, to the left. To the left. 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're going to place 5 blocks going diagonal up to the left. 5 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now place 2 sets of 2s going up on the left side. 2 sets of 2s. So that's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Now place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. Now 3 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. 3 blocks across. It's 1, 2, 3. Now place 1 block going diagonal down to the right. That's 1. And it should look like this. Now we're going to switch over to the nether brick, and with the nether brick we're going to move up here to this empty space, up to the left, and we're going to follow its path going all the way up, and then as you can see there's these 2 empty spaces here. You're going to fill in these 2 empty spaces here with the nether brick, so do that now. And we're going to move to this black wall here, and starting underneath the black wall you're going to place 10 nether bricks going down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to switch over to the nether rack, and for this part, you're going to have to pay close attention. With the nether rack, you're going to be filling in two spaces. You're going to fill in this space here with nether rack, and then you're going to move down here. It's actually going to be three spaces, but you know what? Just because I said two, fill in this space right now. This space here. How dare you exist? Okay, so fill that in that. So now you're going to fill in two spaces with the nether rack. So you're going to fill in this space here with nether rack, and then you're going to move down here and fill in this space here with nether rack. And once you've done that, you're going to switch over to the red wool. And with the red wool, you're going to fill in this space here between a black wool and the nether rack, going all the way up, filling in this space here with red wool. So this large area here gets filled in with red wool, while the other two spaces, this space and this space, gets filled in with netherrack. So do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now we're going to switch over to the nether brick. So now with the nether brick, we're going to move on Foxy's mouth area, and we're going to work on Foxy's tongue. So finding this area here, we're going to move up to the left of it, and I want you to find these three blocks. Not going all the way up there, but just this area here. Going and finding these three black wools going across with these two black wools going diagonal. We're going to start underneath the left block of the three blocks going across with the nether brick. So starting from there, place three blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now place two blocks going diagonal up to the right. So that's 1, 2. And now 7 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, starting underneath the right block of the 7 blocks going across, so starting from there, place 2 blocks going down. That's 1 and 2. Now, 3 blocks going down on the left side. 1, 2, 3. And place 3 blocks going down on the right side. 1, 2, 3. And place 3 blocks going down on the left side. 1, 2, 3. And now 2 blocks going down on the left side. Or the right side. 2 blocks going down on the right side. So that's 1, 2. And now 1 block going diagonal down to the left. So it should look like this. So the pattern was going to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. So 2 blocks down, 3 blocks on the left, 3 blocks on the right, 3 blocks on the left, 2 blocks on the right, and then 1 block on the left. So it should look like this. Okay, so now moving over here to the other area, remaining in this empty space here, which kind of got cut in half because of the nether brick, but it's still one space within the black wool outline. We're going to move up here to the right now, and we're going to start underneath the right block of these 6 black wools going across. So starting from there, you're going to place 6 nether bricks going across to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place 4 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now starting underneath the left block of the 4 blocks going across, so from there, place 2 blocks going down. 1, 2. Now, of course, this is going to be the same thing, the pattern going to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, okay? So you're going to place 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Now 3 blocks going down on the left. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 blocks going down on the right. 1, 2, 3. And now 3 blocks going down on the left. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 block going diagonal down to the right. That's 1. And it should look like this. Now we're going to switch over to the netherrack. Now with the netherrack, we're going to start in this empty space here to the right, between the nether brick and the black wool. So we're going to start down here at the right, and starting on top of these 2 black wools going up. With the netherrack, you're going to place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to, before we actually go any further, let's switch over to the nether brick, because we forgot one spot. Switching back to the nether brick, we're going to move up here to the right, to the 6 nether bricks going across, and we're going to place one nether brick underneath the right block. So place one there. And now let's switch back to the nether rack, and let's move back down. And now place one nether rack on top of this black wall, so that's 1. Now place 3 blocks going across to the left. 1, 2, 3. And now place 2 blocks going up. 1, 2. Now you're going to place 3 blocks going up. 1, 2, 3. And now what you're going to do, hopefully this doesn't mess you up and you understand. You're going to hug the outline of this entire thing going in a full circle until you reach that black wall. You're going to hug the outline with the netherrack, so do that now. So hopefully you understand. The only thing I'm concerned about is this part right here. So when you place it like that, place it like that, and place it like that. I don't know why it might confuse people, but that's still hugging the outline, okay? So just hug the outline with the same amount of blocks that, no, not like that. The same amount of blocks that are already placed. So like this. And it should look like this. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to, just to compare. Okay, I could have told you from the beginning to hug the outline, but I'm not sure if anyone would have gotten this part right here. Okay, so now that you've seen what this is supposed to look like when it's hugged the outlined, you're going to do the exact same thing over here. You're going to hug the outline with the netherrack. So let's do that. The same amount of blocks. Like, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do something like this, because this block is unnecessary. You don't need that block there. So just hug the same amount of blocks that are already placed. So let's do this. Like, for instance, this part, obviously you're going to place one there. And since this one block counts for these two, you're just going to keep moving like that. Okay. So we're going to move over there and then come back over here. Okay, so that saved so much time on me instructing you if I had to do it one by one. So it should look like this. You can pause the video now if you need to, just to compare. So now what you're going to do is you're going to switch over to the nether brick. Now you're going to be filling in 3 spaces. Only one gets filled in with nether brick. So the space you're going to be filling in is this empty space here in between the black wool and the nether brick. You're going to fill in this space here with nether brick, and then you're going to switch over to the red wool. You're going to fill in this space here to the left and this space here to the right with red wool. So do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So for the next part, you're going to be needing, let's put these away first so I can get to it easier. So for the next part, you're going to be needing the white wool. You're going to be needing the light gray wool. You're going to be needing the stone block, the bedrock, and I believe that's it. I don't think we're going to be needing the gray wool for this part. So, and we're also going to be needing the netherrack. So switch to those blocks now. So now that we have these blocks, we're going to start up here at the top right corner. We're going to work on his teeth right here, underneath his tongue, or in front of his tongue, I should say. So let's go up here to the right, and we're going to start working in this empty space. You're going to switch over to the light gray wool, and moving to the bottom part of this empty space, starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 1 light gray wool. And then starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 5 light gray wools going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switch to the white wool and fill in this empty space here with white wool. And it should look like this. Now let's move down here to the next section. You're going to switch to the netherrack and fill in this empty space here with netherrack. So we're going to do these one by one in sections. So it should look like this. Now let's move down to the next empty section. And you're going to switch over to the a light gray wool. Now with the light gray wool, we're going to move up here to these two black wools going up. And we're going to start underneath the left block of the two black wools going across, actually. I don't know why I said up, but two black wools going across. So starting from there, you're going to place 9 light gray wools going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Now you're going to switch over to the white wool and fill in this empty space here with white wool. So do that now. Next, you're going to switch over to the netherrack, and with the netherrack, you're going to fill in this empty space here with netherrack. So do that now. And it should look like this so far. Now let's move over to the next section, and we're going to switch over to the bedrock. And with the bedrock, we're going to start at the bottom left corner of this empty space. So starting from there, you're going to place 2 blocks going across to the right. 1, 2. And then you're going to place another 2 blocks going across on top of these 2 bedrocks. So that's 1, 2. Now switch over to the white wool and fill in this empty space here with white wool. Let's do that now. So it looks like that. Now we're going to move over to the next section over here. And you're going to be switching to the light gray wool. Now with the light gray wool starting on top of this black wool, so starting from there at the bottom left corner, you're going to place 2 blocks going up. So that's 1, 2. Now you're going to be switching over to the white wool. Now with the white wool, we're going to move over here to the bottom right corner of this area. So starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 3 blocks going diagonal up to the right with white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Now fill in this empty space here with a white wool. So do that now. And now switch to the netherrack. And with the netherrack, you're going to fill in this empty space here with netherrack. And it should look like this. Now let's continue moving over here to the left. Now this is going to be the last empty space that we work on. So we're going to switch over to the light gray wool. Now with the light gray wool, we're going to start down here at the bottom. And we're going to start on top of this black wool here on the left. So starting from there, place 4 light gray wools going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch over to the bedrock, and we're going to move 1 block over to the left. Starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 4 bedrocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch over to the stone block. Now with the stone moving to the left, starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 2 stone blocks going up. That's 1, 2. And now we're going to switch back to the bedrock. We're going to move to the left, and we're going to skip this black wool and continue moving 1 block over to the left. So we're going to skip this and move to the left, and we're going to start on top of this black wool. Now starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3 with bedrock. Now moving over to the left, starting on top of this black wool, place 3 bedrocks going up. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now let's switch over to the stone block. Switching to the stone, starting on top of this bedrock here, so right there. You're going to place 4 stone blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch over to the bedrock, starting on top of the stone block. Place 3 blocks going up with bedrock. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. Now 2 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2. Now let's go back down here to this area to where we first placed the 3 bedrocks going up on top of the stone blocks. You're going to switch over to the stone block. Now with the stone block, we're going to move down here to this empty space and start on top of this black wool. So right there with the stone block, you're going to place 4 blocks going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1 block going diagonal up to the left. That's 1. Now 3 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2, 3. And it should look like this. Now we're going to switch over to the white wool, and we're going to move back down here, down to the right where we started. And you're going to fill in this empty space here with white wool. So do that now, filling this in. And it should look like this. Now you're going to switch over to the light gray wool, and with the light gray wool, you're going to be filling the remaining 4 empty spaces here with the light gray wool. So go ahead and do that now. Just fill the remaining spaces with the light gray wool. It's a total of 4. So, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back up here and then fill in these last spaces with the light gray wool, and it should look exactly like this so far. So now, remaining with the same colors, minus the nether brick, because we're not going to be needing it for this next part. So, remaining with the white wool, the light gray wool, the stone block, and the bedrock, the only block that we're going to add to the inventory is the gray wool. So have these blocks in your inventory: white wool, light gray wool, stone block, bedrock, and now gray wool. Now we're going to move up here and work on his front teeth, which is this empty space here. Okay, it's not too far from where we just left off, just going up to the right a bit. And we're going to start, let's start over here at the top left corner of this empty space, but specifically on top of these 2 black wools here. We're going to switch over to the bedrock and place 1 bedrock on top of these 2 black wools, so that's 1. Now you're going to switch over to the stone block and then place 2 stone blocks on top of the bedrock going up, so that's 1, 2. Now let's move down to the right, starting on top of this black wool, because we're going to be moving by blocks. So starting on top of this black wool, you're going to start with the bedrock and place 1 bedrock, so that's 1. Switch over to the stone block, add 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Let's move over a block to the right and place 1 stone block, so that's 1. Now you're going to switch over to the light gray wool, and with the light gray wool, you're going to add 3 blocks going up. 1, 2, 3. Now let's move over a block to the right and place 1 light gray wool on top of the black wool, so that's 1. Switch over to the gray wool and add 3 gray wools going up. 1, 2, 3. Now let's move over to the right and place 1 gray wool block, so that's 1. Switch over to the light gray wool and place 3 blocks going up. That's 1, 2, 3. Now let's move over to the right and place 4 light gray wools going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's continue moving to the right, and you're going to switch over to the stone block and add 4 stone blocks going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's move over to the right and switch over to the bedrock and place 4 bedrocks going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's move over to the right, switch to the gray wool, and now place 4 gray wools going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move over to the right, switch to the bedrock. Now, starting on top of this black wool, you're going to place 4 bedrocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should look like this. Now, you're going to switch over to the gray wool, starting on top of this black wool that's next to the here to the bedrock. So with the gray wool starting from here, you're going to place 4 gray wools going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you're going to fill in this empty space here with gray wool. So do that now. Oops. And it should look like this. Now let's continue moving to the right, starting on top of this black wool, place 2 gray wools going up. 1, 2. Switch to the light gray wool and add 2 light gray wools going up. 1, 2. Now let's move over to the right and now place 4 light gray wools going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now switch over to the white wall, and we're going to move to the right, and starting on top of this black wall, you're going to place 4 white walls going up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's actually going to be 5, so let's just add 5 going all the way up so it can make contact with this. So that was 5 white walls going up. Now you're going to switch over to the stone, and we're going to move over to the right. Starting on top of this black wall, you're going to place 2 stone blocks going up. That's 1, 2. Switch to the white, and with the white wall, place 3 blocks going up. 1, 2, 3. Now let's move over to the right, switch over to the light gray wall, and place 2 blocks going up. 1, 2. Switch back to the stone block, place 3 blocks going up. 1, 2, 3. Now let's switch back to the white wall, moving over to the right, starting on top of this black wall. You're going to place 5 blocks going up with white wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to switch over to the, we're going to switch over to the gray wool, starting on top of the white wool. So starting from there, place 2 blocks going across to the right. That's 1 and 2. Now you're going to switch over to the light gray wool, and with the light gray wool, starting next to the 2 gray wools here on the right, so starting from there, place 3 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to switch to the white wool, and fill in this empty space here with white wool. So do that now. And it should look exactly like this so far. I'm going to fly back a bit so you can see everything. And you can pause the video now if you need to, just to compare. So now that we've got that, what we're going to do next is switch over to the black wool. And with the black wool, you're going to be filling in this single empty space here with black wool, staying within the black wool outline. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So now we're going to be switching to the birchwood planks and the oakwood planks. So let's switch to those blocks. And we're also going to be needing a black wool for this. So first, with the birchwood planks, we're going to move up here to this empty space. And I want you to fly up here to the right and find these 8 black wools going across, and it should be making contact with these 3 black wools going across. And we're going to start on the left side of these 3 black wools going across, so we're going to start from there. With the birchwood plank, you're going to place 11 blocks going across to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now place 6 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 6 blocks across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get rid of that placement block. So now you're going to switch over to the black wool. Now with the black wool, we're going to start on the right side of these 6 birchwood planks. So starting from there. With the black wool, you're going to place 6 blocks going across to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place 1 block going diagonal down to the right. That's 1. Oops, let's switch this around. And now place 2 blocks going down on the right side. That's 1, 2. Now 3 blocks going down on the right side. 1, 2, 3. Now place 8 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now 5 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. That's 5. Not 6, but 5. I went 1 block over. So that was 5 blocks going across. And now place 5 blocks going up on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place one block going diagonal up to the right. That's one. And now 4 blocks going across on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should look like this so far. Now we're going to switch over to the bedrock and the gray wool. So let's switch over to those blocks. First, starting with the bedrock, we're going to move over here to the right of this empty space that we just created. And we're going to find the 2 black wools going down here, and we're going to start underneath it. So starting from there, place 2 bedrocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2. And now 3 blocks going across on the upper level to the left. 3 blocks across. 1, 2, 3. Now place 5 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get rid of that. Now let's switch over to the gray wool, and we're going to move back over here to the very first bedrock that we placed, and we're going to start on the left side of it. You're going to place 11 gray wools going across to the left. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 gray wools. Now fill in this empty space here with the gray wool. Let's do that now. So it looks like that. Now we're going to switch over to the black wool, and with the black wool, you're going to fill in that one small space there with black wool. And then fill in the remaining empty space here with black wool. So go ahead and do that now. Staying within the black wool outline, of course. Okay. Let's fill this in. Don't feel like time-lapsing it because it takes a lot more time editing if I have to time-lapse it. So, believe it or not, actually. So, after you're done filling this in, it should look like this. So now we're going to switch over to the oak wood planks because we're not going to be needing the black wool, the gray wool, or the bedrock for this next part. We are going to need the black wool. Damn it, that black wool is just so eager to be in this pixel art. So, we're going to switch over to the oak wood now. So let's switch over to the oak wood. And we're going to find these 5 black wools going up on the left. You might be able to see it pretty easily. So starting underneath the 5 black wools here that went up on the left, with the oak wood plank, you're going to place 1 oak wood plank there. Now 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the left. 1, 2. Now you're going to switch over to the black wool. Now with the black wool, you're going to place 1 black wool going diagonal down to the left, continuing the path, of course. So that's 1. Now switching to the oak wood plank, starting next to it on the left side of this black wool. So from there, place 3 oak woods going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to switch over to the black wool. Now with the black wool continuing the path, you're going to place 1 block going diagonal up to the left. So that's 1. And now place 3 oak wood planks going up on the left side. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now switch over to the black wool. Now with the black wool, starting from the top block on the right side of these 3 oak wood planks, you're going to place 1 black wool. So that's 1. Now you're going to switch over to the placement block, and we're going to move back down here to the first block that we placed of the 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. Starting on top of that oak wood plank, with the placement block, you're going to place 2 placement blocks going up. So that's 1, 2. Switch to the black wool and place 1 black wool on top of the placement blocks, and it should look like this. Now let's get rid of those and switch back to the placement block, starting from the same block, but this time on the left side of it. You're going to place 2 placement blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2. Switch over to the black wool and place 1 black wool on the left side of the placement blocks. So that's 1. Get rid of those, and it should look like this. Now we're going to move back over here to these 5 black wolves going across that's making contact with these oak wood planks. So we're going to switch over to the oak wood planks, starting from this black wool. You're going to count 2 blocks into the right, this being the first black wool that you count. This is 1, and this is 2. We're going to start underneath this black wool. So starting from there, you're going to place 1 oak wood plank. Now 3 blocks going down on the left side. That's 1, 2, 3. Now place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place 2 blocks going across on the lower level to the right. 1, 2. And it should look like this. Now we're going to switch over to the placement blocks, and we're going to move back up here to Foxy's nose, and we're going to start from the right side, going back to these 3 black wolves here, going down on the right. So find these 3 black wolves here that are also making contact with the bedrock. We're going to start from the top block on the right side with the placement blocks. You're going to place 2 placement blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Switch over to the black wool now, and place 1 black wool on the right side, so it looks like that. Now let's get rid of these. I'll switch back to the placement blocks. Starting on the right side of this 1 black wool, place 2 placement blocks going across to the right. That's 1, 2. Switch to the black wool and place 1 black wool on the right. I'll get rid of those. Switch back to the placement block. Starting underneath this black wool now, so from this one that we just placed, place 2 placement blocks going down. That's 1, 2. Switch to the black wool, place 1 black wool underneath the placement block. Now let's get rid of those. Switch to the placement block, this time starting on the left side of this black wool that you just placed. You're going to place 2 placement blocks going across to the left. That's 1, 2. Switch to the black wool, place a black wool on top of this placement block. So from there, let's place 1 there. Get rid of those, and it should look like this. Now we're going to move to this area here. We're just going to move up to the right. Now that you're in this area, we're just going to move up to the right a bit until you find these 3 black wolves going diagonal. Again, it's not far at all from where we were just working on. So going up here to these 3 black wolves going diagonal, we're going to start from the top block. So starting from that block there, you're going to place 1 block going diagonal down to the left. So that's 1. And it should look like this. So now what you're going to be doing is filling in a few sections. For this next part, for this next time lapse, the blocks that you're going to be needing are the oak wood planks, the birch wood planks, and the red wool. So pay close attention. With the red wool, you're going to be filling in this empty space here in between the black wool and the birch wood. This area gets filled in with red wool. And then you're going to switch over to the birchwood planks. Now, the birchwood planks, there's 2 spaces you fill in with birchwood planks. You're going to fill in this empty space here, staying within the outline. And then you're going to fill in this space over here, this large space, staying within the outline. This gets filled in with birchwood planks. And then when you're done with that, you're going to switch to the oakwood planks. And with the oakwood planks, you're going to fill in this single space here with oakwood planks. So do that now. And when you're done filling it in, it should look like this. So I'm going to pause here and finish my Foxy Minecraft pixel art tutorial in the final part, which is part 7, the next part. So make sure to stay tuned in for that. And also, if you want to request a brand new Minecraft pixel art tutorial that you would like to see of your favorite character, celebrity, etc., whoever you want to see turned into a Minecraft pixel art tutorial, make sure you check out the latest PAWU video that I've uploaded, or will be uploading it later today, and you can leave your request there down below in the comment section of that video, because I do not take any pixel art requests in the pixel art tutorial parts, time lapses, or showcases. The only place I take pixel art requests are in the latest PAWU video, so make sure to check that out. So with all of that being said, make sure to stay tuned in for more Minecraft videos.